This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hello guys, and welcome back to Motorsports Review. And well, in today's video we'll just have a little talk. Yesterday, first off, I want to mention, okay, you can tell that the way I usually do my video is a little different because, well, the room has been taken up. As you can see, this bed is very long, and I have my other bed right here. So there's not any space for me to film my video the usual way I usually do it. But now I have to do it a completely different way. So yeah, but I mean, it's not as good as I usually would like it. I like it the way I usually had it, but I guess right now I do happen to have a lot better lighting because of the way it's set up right now. So I guess we're gonna probably stick with this. I mean, you know, even if things get a little different or get messed up or don't happen to be the way I usually like it, I can always just stick around with this one. So yeah. So I was trying to continue. I was actually watching a video, actually two videos. And, I thought about this thing. In the video, they spoke about, one of the videos was about how, MKBHD was succeeding in, with the YouTube algorithms. And the other video was just about Doug DeMuro and how he was succeeding on YouTube as an amazing car reviewer. And those are two of my favorite YouTubers. And it really showed me a lot, and then it also woke me up to certain things. I mean, it showed me exactly how I could improve myself. So I think one thing I wasn't clear on, especially with car reviewing, is that I focus I may provide too much information, but then I thought, if I want to make my videos amazing, I have to combine all the things I like and potentially create an amazing video. And how would I do that, you may ask? Well, what I thought about was the way they did it. They mostly focused on the things that the audience were most likely into, especially when you're buying a car. There's a couple components that you really care about. I mean, number one would be the most important one, is really how the car drives. Most people might just focus on that one the most, right? But other people like me, they might focus on a couple other components. I mean, you don't have to, you may be a beginner or, let's say intermediate to the car industry. I'm more of an advanced person knowing a lot about cars. But, let's just say you're the average consumer who knows somewhat about cars. You might care about how the car drives, how much you're really gonna be consuming with gas and stuff, what makes this car unique compared to other vehicles too, and probably, yeah, that's probably about it. But then there's another level of audience where they worry about the power, what type of engine it has, what what trims it comes in, pricing would be a number one thing too. You might also consider what makes this car unique from others. I think I mentioned that one, but yeah, those are mostly the things you would be mostly thinking about. And I obviously, wasn't appealing to a much broader audience. I was mostly looking at a smaller audience. Though you might say you're in the earliest stage of YouTube, you shouldn't be worrying about those things. like I said, I like to focus on really making the best video I can. Every video is, you know, the amount of time I put into every video really matters to me because I really care about every single second of the video. A lot of the times I might get like mixed up with words, or I might like make a mistake, and I often worry about that, you know, maybe like stutter a little bit and stuff like that. Stuff like that really like, it sort of like makes me, you know, sort of feel like the video isn't the best, because overall I want like a extremely well video, well put together. And the fact that I have to constantly cut out things really makes it frustrating for me, because I don't know, I just like a really good video. So yeah, but yeah, overall I want to appeal to a broader audience, right? I want to make this channel more welcoming. You know, anyone can come to this channel and look for the vehicle they're looking for, and or potentially learn about their dream car or anything like that, of that sort, while still balancing what I love to do most, and that's talk about cars and use cameras. Like, those are probably the two biggest things I like the most: cars and cameras. Especially shooting videos, editing, I find that fun, and that's usually my way of it's like a skill that I love to do, as well as, you know, it provides some sort of entertainment for me. So yeah, that's what I like to do most. So yeah, that's usually what I like to do. Also, you know, I try to improve the video quality all the time. So quality is a big thing for me too. Even though I'm in the earliest stage of YouTube, you know, and you might say, you are like, you know, you just started the channel and all that, but I want my videos to last quite a long time. You can look, I want people to look 10 years from now and see that these videos were still amazing as they are, and will continue to be as amazing as I can make them. Because every video to me should be unique, overall, and every car I want to hand pick out each unique feature, because every car has their own unique thing to it. For some cars it may not be obvious. For most other cars it might be very obvious, you know, and for others maybe it'll be somewhat in between. But I want to appeal to the audience and help you find the right car for you. So yeah, that's over with. But to really get down, I'm gonna go deep down into what I've really learned in those videos, right? So that point that I was just talking about mostly appeals to like someone like Doug DeMuro. So Doug DeMuro, you know, he has this unique personality. You know, he may not be the best editor, and he may not be doing all those professional car stunts with, you know, or doing professional camera work like most other car review channels are doing. What makes his videos amazing and unique is because he appeals to a broader audience, and everyone likes his unique personality. You know, he's very, you know, very creative when it comes to videos, I could say that. And he does a very good job of it, you know. So, you know, for a long time I've been watching his videos. I always thought about becoming a car reviewer, but I didn't really think I was gonna be able to pull it off until I was like a grown adult. But when I was like starting back in 2017, when I actually came up with the idea, you know, I was telling myself I want to become the youngest car reviewer on YouTube. And here I am today. I may not be the most successful, but I'm very young to this early, and I'm like far early, and we have a big journey coming in, or a big journey ahead of us. And I'm gonna do my best to create an amazing video for you guys throughout. It doesn't have to take me, you know, 1 million or 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers to do that. It starts now, and I improve on as I go on into the future, which is very important to me, you know. I usually just use everything I have, but even with that, that taught me a lot on how to create an amazing video. You don't really need the best equipment. Like this camera, it isn't the best, I'm not gonna lie, or this ring light, but it still serves a great purpose and it helps me create an amazing video for my amazing audience. So I want to say thank you to the people who have been supporting this channel for a couple of months, and you know, we'll continue on to the future. And now I'm gonna get to what I learned in the MKBHD video. So MKBHD, you know, he started way back about in 2009, I believe. Yeah, 2009, 14, 15. I mean, every time I watch his old videos, to be honest, it almost reminds me of where I am right now, right? So I usually watch his old videos to get an idea of where, you know, to, you know, pretty much inspire me or push me to keep going, because even when he was in that low position, he eventually made it. So I feel like I could eventually meet the goal I'm trying to meet too. So I usually use his video as like a reference to what goal I'm really trying to reach, and it really works out well for me. But what I learned in that video specifically is that with him, he actually was a, you know, he was the first, he was a part of the first wave of tech reviewers on YouTube. And interesting enough, he was just very, I'm not sure what the word exactly was in the video, but pretty much he was naturally, he was naturally inclined. That's what it was. Pretty much how I'm naturally inclined to cars. Like, I just grew up just knowing cars. Like, I guess I was born with the passion of making videos and, you know, talking about cars, because those were the two things that really mattered to me a lot. Those were the two things that people could never, like, just, you know, take away from me, because I just naturally love them. It also helped me throughout my, you know, childhood years. Even when I didn't have much people to hang out with, you know, the cars were always there. I mean, I could always learn about cars. I would read about cars, you know. As a kid, I also had this dream of potentially becoming a, you know, maybe a mechanical engineer, and also a designer for Ford, you know. But then I felt like I felt like I needed to go a different route. I needed to be independent. Like, I can create amazing things, you know, by myself. I didn't necessarily need to work for a company. So that's what I felt for. I also had this other dream of becoming, you know, potentially a photographer or a videographer, but then I decided maybe becoming a YouTuber was my best option, and potentially growing a business around that. That's really what my goal is, to create a circle of businesses that revolve around each other with one concept, one basic concept. The same thing with Driven. Driven really is in its early stages, but I feel like I could consider that sort of a concept business, where it's, you know, something I imagine doing in the future. Obviously, it's not working out well right now. Not that I'm saying I'm gonna just throw it all away, but I'm gonna probably hold it off for now and mostly do my best to put out more videos and really, you know, make sure to really, like, potentially grow my channel, and also make the algorithms really recognize me. So the algorithms fall in my favor, I guess. Sort of say, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, he was the first wave of YouTubers, and he was naturally inclined with the things he loved. And what also made him very unique is that not only was he the first tech reviewer, but the way he does things really make him stand out compared to all other tech reviewers. And like in an interview that they did with him, I mean, he also won an award with AT&T, I believe. Yeah, so it was a tech award. But what he does well is like he has this sort of passion to really make what he says, make his videos realistic. And you're probably like, well, what does that exactly mean? What he means by realistic is really giving you the experience where you feel as if you're using that same device. And so that's why you see a lot of the expensive equipment and all that to really create a better user experience. And you know, as I said, I like their channels both a lot. And like overnight I was thinking to myself, what if I combined both of the two, you know, things I love most? Like, I don't mean by like, you know, creating YouTube videos and talking about cars, but I'm talking about creating a video that helps, you know, that appeals to a larger margin of people looking for cars. And another thing that I like most is providing, you know, a user experience where as if you're the person who's actually using that device, because those two things actually appeal for each of those channels. Like Doug, he appeals to a broader audience. I like that a lot. And MKBHD, he has this amazing camera work that makes you feel as if you're also using that device and gives you that hands-on user experience. And I thought to myself, what if I combine those two things and use that to create my dream car review channel? And really that's the plan I potentially plan on doing. I want to provide a hands-on user experience to a broader audience who are looking for that same vehicle. And I feel like that could also boost me a lot, and potentially, you know, I could do the things that I love most, creating videos and talking about cars. That gives me the ability to probably go around the world and learn about different cars throughout the world. And potentially, you know, starting my own production company as I plan in the future. And really make myself who I always worked hard to become. So that's going to be a lot of work. I mean, that's certainly in the future. I mean, it shouldn't be something I'm worried about, but I need to put out a video this week, and I thought I'd just share my experience with that video to really, you know, put my perspective in the right direction. So I just thought, you know, because I didn't have a straight up idea of what I was gonna actually do for a video, but I felt like this would make an amazing video, and it would be an amazing topic to really talk about in today's video. So this is Motorsports Review. Okay, I'm Abubakar Ali on Motorsports Review. Thank you for watching today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Like I said, this is Motorsports Review. I'm Abubakar Ali, and I'll see you guys next time.